Everyone, I'm Professor Selena Bartlett and I'm a neuroscientist. I'm really happy to be here and welcome you to and hope that you will join us in October. We're really excited about this because really the new way forward, as we've all experienced through COVID-19, is this feeling that, wow, I didn't know that I was stressed, for example, or something like that. So I think COVID-19 has made it clear that we all have capacity to have our mental health affected. So I've been studying the brain for 30 years. I run a research lab at the Queensland University of Technology. And I just wanted to be part of this healthcare symposium because it's integrated. It's an approach where we have to start to take into a more holistic understanding of the brain and the body and the way they interact together, but also the mind, which we don't really know very much about. So why I decided to participate in the symposium is because I know that there's a middle way. There's a way where medications are useful at some points for some people, but then also we need to start to understand how the brain works. And this is the bit that I came to after 20 years of developing medications for mental health. What I want to speak to you about in October is brain health. Everyone has a brain, and the brain is incredibly strong. It's so strong that we tend to focus on its weaknesses. We give it labels, but really what we don't understand is that there's this physicality to the brain that can be trained just like a muscle. So during the symposium, what you'll learn from me is why that is and how we got to this place where we sweep under the carpet anything to do with the brain. We call it mental, for example, which makes us feel crazy and our families are disrupted. And then this leads to sweeping under the carpet. And how do you understand anything if you can't talk about it? So I think what we're discovering in 2020, at least from COVID-19, is this door has opened where people are like, let's do something different. If we go from a 10 mental health plan to 20 sessions in a health plan, we will see a very small difference. And already psychologists are being booked up in Brisbane, for example. So we need to change the game and we need to empower people to empower themselves. And at the end of my symposium, what you will learn are 5 biohacks, or what I like to call pieces of neuroscience that are based in hundreds of years of science, where you can actually take some of this information and put it into your life in this moment, in this day. And to be honest, I know there's a lot of practitioners coming to this symposium. If you're not doing brain training, you cannot expect your clients or your people that you're looking after to be doing it. You have to practice what you preach. And unless we understand how our own brains work, we cannot really understand how other people's brains are working. And this is my message, is that I'm trying to create a place and be the first in Australia, to be honest, to teach people about this science. This science is irrefutable. You'll understand why mental health came about, how it's based in multiple generations of stress and trauma that's pre-wired the brain before the brain's even started to come into this life, and work out how you can use neuroscience and neuroplasticity to start to train the brain into the future, because you can't change the past. And I will give you all those tools and techniques. I'll give you the neuroscience. I'll teach you about the little parts of the brain that can be trained like a muscle in your arm. So please join us. I look forward to teaching you this and more, talk about some of the foundations that underpin neuroplasticity around exercise, nutrition, and connectedness and togetherness as foundational parts of this neuroscience, putting it into action. Because I really believe that everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and strong, and there's no reason not to be once you have this powerful knowledge. So thank you.